Okay, I guess. All right. We're here.
Where's the YouTube link so I can send it out?
What happened?
Where's the YouTube link
The
so I
link
can
was stuck.
send it out?
The link didn't work.
You sent me the StreamYard link, but not the YouTube link.
Oh, fuck.
So people will know that you're live.
Okay, how do I do that?
Usually, there's a link at the top that would say view on YouTube.
Okay, see, I'm new to all this. It says open Samsung browser. Doesn't say
Part
that.
11.
Is this part 11?
That's what you wrote on your
That's
title. Supposed to be a
I did?
Roman numeral 2, right?
Yeah.
It's actually
Okay, so how the fuck do I do that? It doesn't say anything about how I could open up in YouTube. Let me go to more. Okay, broadcast information layout settings. Yeah. I have no idea. Do you know how to do it? Do you want to end it and start again?
No, we might as well start. I just sent out the link.
Okay,
we
cool.
Could fix
All right.
things later. So, hello.
Cool. Oh gosh.
I know things are different on the
things.
phone than it is on my laptop.
What is it?
I know that StreamYard looks different on my laptop than it does on a phone, so
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull up StreamYard now. I'm using my phone again. So I have to figure out. I haven't been on my laptop in a long time. So there's things that I could do on my laptop that I can't do probably on my phone.
Yeah.
When it comes to StreamYard. Hi, Jenny's Books and Vlogs. All right, so let's get to it. Where did we leave off? I can't even remember. We were talking about.
I really don't remember. I think
we were talking about the drama and how you left your own channel and you're just like, fuck it with your own channel.
Well, yeah, like even though she was building up her own platform, and even after like she was slowly taking over Susie's platform to go after Sharon. I mean, like she was always like bitching at me, nagging me to walk away from the drama, but then turns around and bitches that I'm not helping her troll Sharon and I'm not helping her roast Sharon enough, right? And there was a lot of times where I put out videos about Sharon to appease her, right? And there was even one time when she wasn't talking to me at all. She was giving me the silent treatment. And then the moment I send her something about Sharon, she's all of a sudden talking to me again. So that was getting annoying. And that's, that was part of the reason why I, basically I had a meltdown and I dumped her. I said, I don't want to be boyfriend, girlfriend with you anymore. That this is fucking nuts. This relationship is unrealistic.
Okay, so that's where it ended. It ended because she wanted you to troll Sharon, and you were like, I don't want to be a part of it.
The final straw was when I said, stay away from that Mr. Unknown guy. And then, she's like, oh, you're not my dad, right? Being a cunt about it. But it's like, no, you're telling me who I can or can't associate with. And you're telling everybody in my server that anybody who associates with Coach Eli is dead to her. But when I set some boundaries, I stay away from that Mr. Unknown guy. I get a fucking attitude. And then I find
Who's
out
Mr. Unknown?
Mr. Unknown is this guy from the Blackosphere. He's a flip flopper. Like one day, he used to hang around French Dose, and he was on French Dose's panel, and he invited the both of us to come on his show. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there. And then before it even happened, like literally the next day after he invited us to his show, he has a problem with French Dose, and then he has a problem with me, and he's calling me a pedophile, right? and like he's been known to do this. He's just a big flip flopper and a drama whore, and he's just out to get attention for his channel and make money off of it. But Sharon
And he's
decided
called
to.
unknown. He doesn't have. He has a
He calls
channel, but
him.
he's called unknown.
He calls himself Mr. Unknown.
Okay,
So
that's funny.
yeah, and then Sharon got involved with Mr. Unknown. That's why Fire, that fucking idiot, decided to insert herself over there to try and take Sharon's supporters away, right? That's what she was doing, right? Apparently Sharon was bitching about Susie and Fire to this Facebook group, this targeted individuals group supposedly, and then Fire inserts herself there and then turns them against Sharon. And that's where one of these people, he calls himself T.I. Joe, he calls himself Wet Dog. He hangs out in the Lycan Legion now because of this.
Oh, okay.
So but she went over there.
So you talk to him now, right? But back then you didn't want to have him.
I don't really talk to the guy. And honestly, when I found out things about this guy, I was like, and this guy's creeping around my girlfriend. I don't want him around my fucking girlfriend.
Yeah.
He has this thing with his own ex-girlfriend. But anyways, let me get back on track here. The straw that broke the camel's back was right after I said, don't get involved with this Mr. Unknown guy. I found out from Kirsty Cameron that she's asking for this Mr. Unknown's email right after I said, stay away from the guy, right? It's okay for Fire to make ultimatums and, tell people who she doesn't want to have around, right? But when I make boundaries because this guy had already been fucking with me, I don't want the fucking bullshit. And Fire and Susie going over there caused a bunch of bullshit for me. Because as soon as the guy had a problem with them, he had my name in his mouth and was blaming me for shit that they were doing. Fire Ice Witch sent a threatening email to this guy, Mr. Unknown, pretending to be a black person. She actually wrote an email, like talking in like this fake Ebonics talk and saying, we're from the blackest sphere, you better drop Sharon or there's going to be real world consequences and blah, blah, blah. And and then I got blamed for writing that email. And then I covered for Fire. I said, send me that email. Send me an email as Slender Man and, pretending to be somebody that's just giving me this information about this guy. Her justification was that she wanted to dox the guy because he was calling me a pedophile. Well, it had nothing to do with him calling me a pedophile. She wanted to dox the guy because he was supporting Sharon, and that's the truth of it. That's what's up.
Okay, I don't particularly like Sharon right now after all the shit she's put me through, but why was she picking on Sharon? What was that about? Why was she trying to take Sharon down?
Well, supposedly, like, she was mad that Sharon put her daughter up to swatting Robert Patrick Jensen, and she did it under Jasmine's name. Like, the daughter gave up the name.
Okay.
Oh, my name's Jasmine Millington, and then I'm from Seattle, so they trying to implicate Sarah as well. And what else is and then she gives Sharon's phone number out, right? But the phone call was traced back to Sharon. There's no doubt that it was the voice on
Sharon
the
that used her name. So Sharon used her name, and so Fire was pissed and decided to get revenge.
No. The daughter used Jasmine's name. Sharon put the daughter up into making the phone call. That's what's important here too. She weaponized her own daughter, had the daughter using Jasmine's name to make the phone call, and gave the location as Seattle. Well, that's Sarah's location, and the phone number she gave the police was Sharon's phone number. But the phone call was traced back to Sharon's location. It was traced past to Kingsport. So it wasn't Jasmine, it wasn't Sarah, it was Sharon. It was Sharon and her daughter.
Oh my god!
And it was Sharon's oldest daughter whose voice was on the FOIA call, because Jasmine actually got a copy of the the FOIA call, the actual phone call that was made to the police. Susie's played it on her streams. I've uploaded it to my BitChute. I think it's there somewhere.
I have to go to your BitChute. I haven't been there in a while because I'm still on there somewhere, and so I'm still. I think I'm still on your BitChute. Shangy, will you get caught up?
Probably, like, because even after I'm cool with people, I like to keep a historical record of what went on, so I can go back and say, I'm like, okay, this is what was said before. This is what we're saying now, right? So, anyways, yeah, but like that Mr. Unknown thing.
See, I'm catching up on some shit that I didn't know anything about. All right, keep going.
Yeah, well, that Mr. Unknown thing was the last straw because, like I said, as soon as he had a problem with Susie and Fire, he started blaming me for shit and saying that I'm sending him these emails and he's calling me a pedophile again. And that's basically because of everything that I warned Fire and Susie about. Stay away from that guy. I don't want the fucking problems from this guy and I don't want, now they're fucking with an entirely different sector, the blackosphere or the black sector, whatever they call it. And, it's just ridiculous, right? Fire supposedly wanted out of the drama. She was done with YouTube. She says that every fucking month, but she wants to keep starting shit with Sharon. And then she has this vendetta against Sarah. And it was just getting ridiculous. And then, I was winding down. I was backing off from liking theory, and I was trying to go back to doing my own thing. And I'm hanging.
You were retiring, I remember.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm retired. I'm like, what? What? Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, and then Fire.
Because you've been YouTubing for so many years.
And then Fire, who's been like supposedly wanting me to walk away from this shit, but turn around and complain that I'm not helping her troll Sharon enough. I'm not helping her with Sarah. I need to put more pressure on Lycan theory. I need to go at JB Gunner. And it's just like, it's fucking ridiculous. And when I call her on this shit, and I'm like, why are you doing this? Why can't you walk away from Sharon? And she'll give excuses like she's suicidal and she feels like putting a bullet in her head. She's stressed out at home. She has all these things going on. Her daughter's pregnant. She needs money to move. And it's just like, well, why aren't you off the internet and dealing with that shit instead? She's like, you don't understand. Like, this is my escape. And I'm like, well, why couldn't our relationship be your escape, right? This relationship that you claim that you care so much about. Because remember, for me, it started out as she was just going to be some girl that I was, messing around with online. It wasn't meant to be serious. And then over time, I caught feelings for her, and she was really pushing me into a commitment type thing, even though it was like, okay, aren't you in an open marriage or whatever the hell you claim you are? It's just everything that comes out of her mouth is bullshit.
So that's where that's where it was coming to an end, because it's weird because you met in the drama sphere, you kind of met that way, but you guys took comfort in each other during a time period that, you were going through a hard time and what have you. And obviously she was as well. So, but she couldn't get away from the drama, and you were like, I'm retired. I'm out of here. I'm done with this shit. And so what happened after that?
She was the one manipulating everything, right? Because like, no matter what, the goalposts always change. Her agenda always changes. I don't know what's going on in her mind. And it's like, well, what's your ultimate end goal? Like, what are you trying to fucking accomplish here? Because her ideas, her ways of dealing with things online, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, and there was like so many things that she's tried to suggest to me, ideas for like gay ops, and then I'd shoot them down because like, no, like, because what you're suggesting is we put out this fucking story, this lie, and then I'd have to work to maintain this lie, and that's not what I'm all about. Once in a while.
So she wanted to create lies about people. and she wanted you to go along with the lies.
Lies, stories, and bullshit, and it's like always something convoluted that nobody would fucking believe. It's like, do you really think people are gonna believe this fucking bullshit story if we try to put this out there? And then she'd get all defensive, like, I'm just suggesting. Oh my god, like I'm biting her head off. But it's like, and then I get more and more irritated the dumber she gets and how ignorant she is, and like how she doesn't know simple fucking shit that a child would know, right? Like, for somebody who thinks she's so smart, there's a lot of things that she's like really naive about, and she just comes across as really ignorant and really fucking stupid. And she's like a 45-year-old woman.
Well, she's been in this marriage for like 12 years, and maybe she just got complacent, and maybe she creates these stories because she's bored in her marriage. Who knows? I don't know. I'm trying to analyze her.
So, according to the daughter, she said serial cheater. So obviously there's been other men besides me that she cheated on her husband with. There's that. No, I think she did the same thing to this poor guy Drew that she did to me. Sold him a bunch of fucking fairy tales about how great their life is going to be together. And then, once he got in the country, once they got married, she got fucking bored with him and just started treating him like shit. So he turned to drinking. That's what I think happened. Because, from what I've seen, she's just
12 years. I wonder.
Yeah.
Why would he stay for 12 years?
10 years. I don't care. These are semantics, details I don't want to get into.
Because that's not his child. The daughter. What happened with the daughter? What happened with her and the baby daddy?
They live together.
Yeah, I don't know the backstory either. She love bombed him. Yeah, I don't know the backstory. I would love to know that. What did she tell you about the backstory?
Of her and the baby daddy?
See, this is why I want you and her on here, but you won't let me do that. Because I want you guys to fucking go at it and get it over with and just like move on.
Yeah, Lauren, why the fuck would I talk to her? She's trying to mess with my real life and like mess with court cases and stuff like that. This is, you might find this shit entertaining, but it's not entertaining for me. Like, I'd have nothing to say to her, and they're
not entertaining, but you guys are taking each other's channels down.
Yeah, and then honestly, if we were to try and talk to each other, she would just be screaming over me the whole time, like she, like I phone the last time I
know, but you guys are doing videos against each. You guys are doing videos against each other. Then your channel's getting taken down, her channel's getting taken down.
Yeah.
So yeah, there needs to be some kind of like battle.
And then you think the both of us are going to be on a panel talking about this like rational adults when she's slandering people, when she's talking shit about
it's not going to be rational,
which had nothing to do with anything, and when she's talking shit about Susie's kids, like what does Susie's kids or Barb's son have to do with anything? What she's mad about is that she got in bed with Sarah, but at the same time, she got in bed with brutally Lauren and was running this gay op on Sarah while supposedly trying to help Sarah and help her with this court case that I can't get it into too much into. But the thing is,
Sapphire was trying to help Sarah with the court case.
Supposedly, I don't know what her real agenda was, right? I think at some point she really did think that she was friends with Sarah. This is just my own speculation. But I think she truly was in bed with Sarah and thought that she could infiltrate Lauren. Like I don't know. Her agenda changes constantly. Who knows what the fuck's going on in her head? But her problem was she got caught because you can't play all sides against the middle, right? You can't. She really thinks that she's so slick that she can control everybody and manipulate everybody. But when she's making all these promises, okay, the nuke's going to come out, the nuke's going to come out, the nuke's going to come out. Well, people are going to be like, well, when is this fucking nuke going to come out? That's it. I'm done waiting. I'm dropping the nuke. And that's what happened. JT, like, I didn't know that I didn't know she was working with JT and she gave them all this shit. I didn't know about any of this shit. And JT just happened to give, the videos that Fire was sharing with them to Jamie's Corner. Jamie's Corner put out a video saying, this is the deadline. I'm going to drop it, right? Because at the time, Jamie's Corner hated Sarah. So she dropped the nuke, exposed Fire. Sarah finds out that her fake friend, Fire, has been fucking her over this whole time. But Fire blames me for all that, right? Because I basically, I've been in contact with Jamie's Corner, and then I gave my honest opinion on Facebook. I said, I think she's in bed with Sarah. I think this is bullshit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then, Jamie apparently showed Fire the screenshots of our conversation to confront her with it. And then Fire starts messaging me and threatening me with a restraining order. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. The first fucking message you give me is basically threatening a restraining order on me. And for what? Because you're afraid of being outed for running a gay op against Sarah Barrett? Like, how are you going to explain that to the judge? I need a restraining order against my boyfriend because he's exposing something that I'm doing on YouTube.
The CPS call about Lisa. Yeah, I couldn't believe she did that against Lisa. I don't even, like I said, I don't know Lisa, but it seems like she makes calls like that a lot. And I didn't know that either, that those calls were being made.
It's not just the fact that she calls CPS. It's the fact that she calls CPS and then lies and then outright makes up slanderous accusations. Like,
yeah, that's bullshit. I don't like that.
I've admitted to making CPS calls, but I didn't make up anything. I stuck to relevant facts. Like when it came to the JB and Anna and J-Rom and Anna, there was a legitimate concern for children because Anna is
Sharon. Are you talking about Sharon or who's J-Rom?
I'm talking about Anna.
Who's Anna? Okay.
Yeah,
see?
Okay, Lauren. To be kind, I'm trying to explain something to you, and you interrupt while I'm trying to explain it to you. Okay, so.
Okay.
J-Rom used to be part of the gun squad. He's somebody that idolized JB, and then now he's dating or he's with Anna, who is JB's ex. So JB Gunner was putting like ecstasy in the kids' Nintendo cases, and then Anna was like giving him fellatio on live streams, right, while the kids were in the house. And like, so that's why I called CPS on JB. And then when she was with J-Rom, there was a concern because they were doing this weird paraphilic infantilism stuff where this role play where basically Anna's pretending to be a baby. And they mentioned something on a live stream that they actually live this lifestyle in front of family members and stuff like that. So I reported that to CPS. I'm like, they're doing this in front of her kids. And I didn't say they're fucking in front of these kids or anything like that. I said they're acting inappropriately in front of kids. And that's a major concern. And plus, there was already a concern about how Anna was with the previous boyfriend, letting him put drugs in the Nintendo cases and and just being violent and abusive towards women and children in general, right? And
that's weird that they were doing that.
And I called CPS on JT because of what I heard about him tying up his daughter. And at no point did I say, oh, he's fucking his daughter or he's raping his daughter, anything like that. I only reported the relevant facts. I said, this is a concern to me. It's not appropriate to tie up a little girl. I don't know why.
I remember that.
You can't fight a man. I mean, I
remember that whole thing. Yeah, I think he did it to teach her a lesson.
The only CPS call I regret now is the one I made about JT. But as far as JB Gunner, no, I don't regret making that phone call at all. That's a legitimate CPS call.
Yeah.
But what
Fire
does is she phones CPS on Lisa and says that that she's showing dick pics in front of her kids and stuff like that, and then she's phoning the FBI and claiming that somebody's threatening to kill her when no, he didn't, and actually putting on like the crocodile tears and acting like she's so scared, fear of her life. But then when they like, she went behind my back, emailed this guy, and then made some kind of fucking deal with Trim, and then she started being like, I'm so loyal, you can trust me, I'm the most loyal bitch you'll ever know, right? She's trying to love bomb him now, and as soon as he lays off of her, because all he did was troll her online. He didn't threaten to kill her. He didn't do that. He was doing some pretty fucked up shit on YouTube. But like, as far as threatening to kill her, he didn't do that. And but like I said, as soon as like the heat's off of her, the focus is off of her and onto Sharon and Sarah. Now she all of a sudden wants to be the guy's friend after calling the FBI twice and crying about what a dangerous person he is, right? And that was pissing me off.
Mm-hmm. And
then her sucking up to Ronaldo and going after Eli, that was pissing me off too. And at no point did I ever like get jealous or was worried that I was being cheated on, right? She was the jealous one. But I only spoke up when certain things. What's that?
She'd been arrested for husband beating? Who had?
Fire Ice Witch has been arrested for domestic violence. She has a mugshot out
Fire
there.
Witch has?
Fire
she does?
Witch, yes. She claims that she was the one that was beaten up, but they arrested her. And, that's pretty uncommon. If the police won't arrest a woman unless they have a very good, good reason to. Because usually in any domestic violence, there's the Violence Against Women Act, right?
Arrest the man.
Police usually arrest the man because they usually suspect the man first, right? But there must have been ample evidence that she was the one assaulting the man. Her husband. Yeah, I don't know if it was her husband. It was probably the guy before her husband, the baby daddy, or whatever. Or like,
what's up with that? So she was with him.
She claims to have been with multiple men that have abused her in some way, beaten her. And Drew came along and raised Amber since she was like 5 years old. So, and anyways, if you want to ask me for details about past lovers and all that, I don't know, right? I only know by what little she's told me, and she's told me very little. So I can only speculate, and I don't want to get into shit that I don't want to know, that I don't know about, and I don't care about, honestly.
Yeah, but, I totally understand.
But she paints herself as this victim of domestic violence, but really, she's the one with the temper. She's the one that has the temper tantrums. She's the one that's constantly making threats of violence online. She's the one that's told me stories about punching a woman in the parking lot and breaking her nose because she got mad. She
did what? She punched someone in the parking lot?
She punched a woman in the nose and broke her nose in the parking lot. Because she got mad over something, stole her parking spot or something like that. She did something to piss her off, and she's told me numerous stories of her fighting people. But she claims that her boyfriend beat the shit out of her, so she beat the shit out of him, and she got arrested. But she got arrested twice, apparently. But
okay, so she has a bad temper and she likes to beat people up.
She likes to put her hands on men, but then turn around and play
mostly
the
men.
Men and women. So this same person who cries to the FBI, "Oh, my life's in danger." Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, she's talking tough on the internet, threatening people, talking about violence all the time. She's just a goddamn two-faced hypocrite. She, like, nothing she says can be taken seriously. She's a goddamn snake. How can you call
how can you call
the FBI on someone and cry that he's going to kill you, and then jump on his dick like that? Oh, you're not picking on me anymore, so let's be friends, right? That's idiotic. And I called her out. I'm like, you seem to throw yourself at the very people who were harassing you. Like, you're fucking trash. You're just like Sharon, actually. What did Sharon do? She fucked a guy, let a guy fuck her who was trolling her for over a year.
Trimheads? Was it?
No, JT.
Or JT?
JT. That's who I was referring to.
JT.
JT trolled her for over a
Okay.
year, and then he drove 15 hours and fucked her, and she let him.
Right.
Well, and then also she started cyber sexting with another troll that was trolling her, Mad Aussie Bushman. Like these.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, and not only that she was apparently
Yeah,
having her kids
what?
talk
Who?
to people.
Who was the
But
one with the carrot? Was that who
that
that
was
was?
Sharon.
Bushman?
Sharon and Mad Aussie Bushman.
Yeah, but who did she do that with? Bushman. Yeah. Okay.
She did that with
Yeah,
Bushman.
I didn't understand the
and
carrot
she was
thing.
doing that to
And then
herself with a carrot.
That's crazy. The carrot's so thin. I mean, you know, like, okay.
Why have you tried using a carrot before?
No, God, no. Why wouldn't you? If I was gonna do it, I wouldn't use carrot. But I don't really. I'm not into
What
vegetables.
would you use? Cucumber?
And like I said, like not vegetable,
Zucchini?
not fruit either. I probably wouldn't use anything except.
Would you use a
But yeah,
pineapple?
definitely not a carrot. I mean, a carrot's like long and thin. I don't see whatever. I don't know.
There's fat carrots.
That was funny though, the carrot thing. I remember that joke going around for a while, and I was like, "What is up with the carrot? What happened with the carrot?"
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, and Fire Ice Witch was making videos using a filter to make her look like a carrot and say, "I'm a carrot. Sharon's trying to use me. Oh my god!" Right? But like I said,
yeah,
Fire is weaponizing Sharon right now. Like all these videos that Sharon's coming out with right now, Sharon's getting her info or her narrative directly from Fire Ice Witch. So I guess Sharon's forgiven for the. I guess
so they were
Sharon's
enemies, and then now they're BFFs. Now they're like friends.
Always flip flopping. She hates Sharon. She's Sharon's friend. Like I'm fucking sick of it. She hates Sarah. Now she's Sarah's friend. I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah, all of them. I feel like I remember when they were kind of all friends with Sarah, and then now they're all on Fire's side, I guess.
Yeah,
it's like high school. It really is. It's very high school.
Yeah. Well, what I think it was really going on is like Fire keeps sowing seeds and keeps trying to isolate people, and basically she wants to be the center of attention, and Sarah is a threat, and any other woman is a threat to her status, basically her status as the queen bee, but like even after we broke
so Fire
up,
wants to be like
let me tell you this, even after we were broken up, and then she came back in my server and saw that I had all these women in my server now, right? And and they're all better looking than her, all these, and like the one girl in particular named Casey, she posted a picture of herself, and man, she is fucking hot, right? And that pissed Fire off, right? Because I was kind of flirting with her, right? Nothing serious. I was like, oh, I think it'd be funny if you like showed me your boobs, right? So she posted a picture that showed a lot of cleavage, but it's like still a tasteful picture. And then I took that picture and I made memes of it, right? I did a meme where I drew a mustache and eyebrows on her. And then I did another meme where I put my face on each breast, right? But apparently that pissed Fire off.
we were already broken up. At all.
She was jealous. She bitched to Barb about it, right? But we were already broken up, and she was like, quick to remind people in public, we're not together anymore. We're not together anymore. I'm like, fine, we're not together anymore. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to flirt with other women again. So she got pissed off about that.
So when was it official? When was it just official, we're done?
It was official right after the Mr. Unknown thing.
Oh, okay. Right? Where she was talking to him, and you're like, wait a minute, I can't talk to anyone, but you're allowed to talk to this guy.
Yeah, well, basically, I messaged her and I said, I'm fucking done. This is bullshit, right? I don't want to be boyfriend, girlfriend with you anymore. We're in two different countries. for one thing. It's unrealistic. We don't have the money to make this work anymore, right? And then there's COVID, and just on top of that, I'm just done with her in general. She's been nothing but a crazy bitch ever since I came back from Ohio, and it just escalated and escalated and escalated to the point where she's nothing but a fucking whining, nagging, complaining, just over the top hysterical fucking bitch who gets triggered over like everything. She wants to go on the internet and talk tough like she's such a badass, but she complains to everybody behind the scenes and literally cries about everything, and it's always like the stupidest shit. So I was tired of that.
I never seen her. I've never seen her be like a badass.
She does it all the time. Like you don't watch enough of these live streams where she's on these panels where she's like, "I'm gonna fuck you up." Like she really thinks that.
Because I stopped watching those.
She really tries to act intimidating and tough. But
she looks kind of intimidating in the pictures that I've seen of her. So yeah, I was like,
well, she's not. She's
she looks it, but I don't know.
She's short and fat and has big fucking Donkey Kong arms, Popeye arms. But she's not stronger than me. I picked her right up, and even though as fat as she is, I was still able to lift her up. Right up. You're like, yeah. Well, I picked her up and fucked her right against the wall at one point.
Oh wow.
So yeah, even
she doesn't look like fat.
She's fat.
I think she just looks like she's fat. I haven't seen. Yeah, whatever.
You haven't seen. Okay, I'll show you what she really looks like without makeup and filters. Okay, you're gonna be shocked.
Okay, so I haven't seen her without filters and stuff. I use filters for pictures, so I get it. I get the filter thing. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. As far as pictures, but yeah, sometimes I have no idea what she looks like.
Like you really haven't seen what she actually looks like. Here, I'll show you.
Okay, don't put it here. Don't put it here, because I don't want to get flagged.
Oh, you won't get flagged for this. Like it's already out on YouTube what she looks like. I'll just show it briefly.
Yeah, that's true,
here.
Barbara. Yeah, just
yeah.
Hey, Carrie. Oh gosh, right. You're gonna get me flagged. You're gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in trouble.
I'm not. Don't worry. Do you see it?
No. Do I have to pull up the guest again and have you put it here?
Yeah. It'll be right beside my.
Okay, there you go. Stream. Okay.
So that's what she actually looks like.
Well, she's got a nice rack, very much so. She's got nice legs.
No, she doesn't. She's wearing a push-up bra. You should take that StreamYard banner off the screen there too. That's kind of annoying.
What the hell is that? How do I get rid of that? Do you know?
Go to banners and click.
How do I get rid of the banner?
Yeah.
I have no idea how to get rid of that banner.
Let
me
go to banners.
Banners. Here it goes right here. Example banner. Question.
Yeah, take that example banner off.
Go to the little dots. Edit. Delete. There you go. Wait, no, it didn't delete it. I have no idea why that's there and it won't go.
You don't delete it. You just click on it and take it off the screen.
Let me go
so
here.
Go to banners. Go to the one that says StreamYard Live here and show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Tap on a comment to show it on screen.
Okay, let me go to layout. Is it still there?
No, you go to banners.
Okay, so I go to banner. Go example banner.
Do you see the list of banners? Click on the one that says live viewers. Comments show up on StreamYard.
It's an example banners. And then it says rename folder, delete folder. Yeah, I have no idea. It says post comment layout, private chat, broadcast information settings. Let me go to settings. General.
No, you don't go to settings. Don't go to general.
Shift videos up for comments, banners. Automatically auto share screen videos to stream. Don't know. I have
You go to
no idea.
banners.
See,
You go to banners. Go to the list of the ones because you're the one who clicked on it and highlighted it and put it on the screen. That's why it's on there. You must have accidentally clicked on it. You just got to click on it again to take it off.
I should just say delete folder.
No, not delete
Folders.
folder. I'm telling you how to
Okay.
do it, and then you're saying something completely different.
Well, I did. I tried the clicking on the banners thing, and it doesn't. All that comes up is folders. That's all that comes up. Folder name. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's not going away. Live viewers, comments show up before that. I guess Roger said that he tried to come in here and take that down, and it wouldn't go down. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Dr. I don't know, man. I have no idea.
I'd be able to figure this out, but
Can't you come in under my
that thing
email address?
comes up on the screen. That thing comes up on the screen when you go to banners, and then you click on one of them. So go to banners and tell me what you see.
What I see in banners is I put one up that said Patrick because I thought that would change it to say Patrick, but it doesn't. Nothing comes up on banners. It says folders, create folder. That's it. I'm looking at brand now. Let me go to brand. No, brand, default, brand. I don't know, man. Logo. Okay, there's a logo right here. That's just it, the logo. Then there's overlay, StreamYard overlay. Is that the one maybe I should click on? Delete overlay. Yeah. No, it's still there. Okay, background.
Not background.
Countdown, overlay, logo. Fucking A, man. This is maybe this show display names. Yeah, fucking A, man. This sucks. I have no idea how to get that to get rid of that. I guess you'd have to do when you start. Maybe I accidentally clicked on it when I started. So yeah, that's just gonna have to be there. Yes. I wish I could just.
It was up there before you even put yourself.
I wish I could just I wish I could just click on it and double click and then it will go away. But
well, that's
I have no idea. That's so weird.
That's how you're supposed to get rid of it. But like, it's driving me nuts seeing this banner there.
It is. It's driving me nuts too, and I don't know how to get rid of it. Let me see if Roger could try to get rid. He's at work, so okay. Can you get rid of the banner by any chance? Question mark. Because sometimes he's at work and he'll come on. Okay, we'll see what could be done. Because yeah, when I do banner, yeah, you're right, Dr. Keith. I'm gonna watch some StreamYard tutorials on YouTube. I'm gonna do that for sure. Okay, so the banners, yeah, I can't do shit. Unfortunately, that's just there. I think it was already there when I started the live. So that sucks.
Well, it was like it was annoying me because like it was covering up the picture too that I'm trying to show you there. But no, she doesn't have.
Yeah, it was covering up the picture, and I could really see it.
She doesn't have a nice rack. Her breasts are actually fairly small, right? What you're seeing there is her. So
she wears like a push-up.
She's wearing a push-up bra and a tank top, right?
Oh, it looked like she had a good rack and she had some like strong legs. You know, like my legs suck, but yeah, it looks like she at least like walks a lot, or I don't know.
Yeah, you have nice legs.
Do you want to put the picture up again?
She has chubby legs. No, I think we're done with the picture. You saw, right? She doesn't look like how she presents herself online.
Well, she didn't have any makeup on. Different.
She didn't have makeup on, but she doesn't show. You don't see those big ass arms of hers in her other pictures. She's always making sure she's showing herself at a right angle. She slaps on a lot of makeup, and she uses filters to make herself look skinnier. But like,
Yeah.
really,
They
meeting
have filters to
her,
make you look skinnier?
yeah,
What they do? They have filters like that?
yes,
I'm gonna have to look into some of those.
yeah.
Because
She's a
yeah,
catfish.
sometimes I'm
Well,
just not
you
feeling
don't
it.
need those. You don't need those filters, but she certainly did. Because, like I said, when I
Well,
met
I'm
her at
not
the
like super
airport,
skinny, but I'm not big.
mhm,
I was her friend for years, and I was shocked when I saw what she really looked like. She
yeah.
misrepresented herself. Barbara said, "Yeah, I have no idea what she looks like. I just knew that her
Well,
picture, she
like
had a
I
great
said,
voice and her pictures were beautiful."
if I hadn't already like had a bond with her, I would have rejected her just based on her appearance. Not to be shallow, but I mean, if I know
But
what she really looked like,
didn't you Skype with her? Didn't you
um,
Skype with her? Then
no,
you
I
asked
went
her.
on I went on Google Hangouts with her, and she's cammed up like a couple of times, but she doesn't show her whole body when she cams up.
Yeah, and she looks good. She looks really good with makeup. She knows how to.
No, I could
She
tell.
does good makeup. I give her that.
I could tell that her face was chubby and stuff like that, but I couldn't. I
I'm gonna
couldn't
add Roger to the stream. Roger, are you
add
there?
Roger.
He's Snoopy. Roger, are you there? He would know how to get rid of that. I don't know why he's not coming up. Roger. He actually knows how to work this better than me. Usually it was him that was kind of helping me. They got filters that can do anything. She had a filter when she made Shang look attractive to him too. Hi, Filipino soda. I'm a cat lover. I'm a cat lover too. Okay, so he's not there. I don't know why. I'm gonna remove from stream. Yeah, sometimes he'll just pop up. Yes. Okay, so I just took you out of the stream. But if you could go in and try to take that banner down, that would be awesome. Or look at Google and see how to do it. Okay, yeah, that's another thing I could look at. Does anyone on here know? I could ask Google how to take down a banner on StreamYard. From inside of StreamYard, so you click the banners. I already did that. On the right, click create a banner. Nope. Enter a text. Add banner. Nope. How to change my StreamYard banner.
Yeah, go to ad banner.
Yeah.
Go to the
Okay, so
ad
there's some
banner
videos.
section that it's telling you. Go to the ad banner section that it's telling you. And see what the list of banners are.
The folders. It says create a folder. It says create a folder.
All right, you just
I
put
don't
the
even know
logo
why
up
it
there
says
and took it off.
I did?
Yeah.
It says remove folder, delete folder, duplicate folder, remove folder. No, I'm not going to remove it. It says create a new folder. Nope. Go here. It says create a banner. Stroll across bottom. Okay, let's see what happens. Add banner. Create banner. Stroll across. Fucking A, this is crazy. It says create a banner. Enter banner.
What about add banner? What's the list of banners when you click on add banner?
Add banner.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's nothing there.
There's nothing that says StreamYard live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example.
How do I remove an overlay from my StreamYard? There's no overlay.
Not overlay
and
banner.
Then it says, what is the StreamYard banner? It wraps up that allows you to add text over your live streams and click off and on. How do I put a banner on my stream? How do I make a transparent overlay? How do I make it? Yeah. God, my throat hurts. I've been sick for days. It just says create a banner.
Okay, click on create a banner.
And then create a banner.
Okay, do you see a list of banners?
Yeah, it doesn't say
All
that.
right, click on that
Scroll
again.
across the bottom.
Yeah, click on that again to take it off. Because now you got a scrolling banner. Okay. Now, do you see any other
Okay, it's not doing shit.
options?
Okay, let me go back to banners. It has folders. This is so funny. It says create a folder and then create a banner. Scroll across the bottom. And then I want you to put something in there.
And there's no other options. There's no other example banners that says StreamYard live viewer comment show up on StreamYard. This is an example.
Doesn't say anything. Okay, can someone on here do watch a YouTube video and get back to me? No, I tried everything with this.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, you and Susie are both the same when it comes to StreamYard.
We both don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah, I don't know.
and when it's being explained to you how to do it, you go off and do extra things that you weren't told to do, and keep screwing it up. But oh well, we'll just have to deal with this.
We'll have to deal with it, and
I'll
next
have to
time
pretend
I'll
it's
figure
not there. Anyways, we're
Yeah,
getting
Roger's not here.
we're getting off the rails. We're wasting a lot of time screwing around.
We're wasting a lot of time. Okay, let's get back to what we're talking about. Okay, you showed a
What do you
picture.
want me
You
to
said
get into
this.
next?
Okay,
But-
so okay, you said you were retiring. You're like, I'm over this, and that was because she asked you to, or because you just wanted to?
She was like, "This is gonna go on forever. It's never gonna stop with you and Jamie and blah blah blah." So, I proved to her I can walk away from this. I could walk away from Jamie, no problem. It's her that keeps shit going. Oh, you almost took it off. What the hell? Is
I
that
know.
Roger doing it?
Roger probably. Okay, he'll figure it out. He's smart.
Whatever you did, you just click on it again to take it off the screen.
Yeah, just click on it again, whatever you just did, Roger. It's crazy. Yeah, usually he can figure shit out. Because he listens and I don't. Danielle, hello, I'm sorry, I had to restart my phone. Okay. All right, go on. What were you saying? Well, hopefully it will just watch right when we're ending it. It will just disappear right at the very end. It will just be like, oh, it won't let me take the banner off, he said.
But it did. He took it off for a second and then he put it up again.
Well, you took it off for a second and then it went back up again.
It's because he double clicked on it.
Maybe you double clicked, yeah. Oh, fuck. I'm going to have to be really careful next time.
He also switched to a different banner layout too.
You also switched to a different banner layout as well. And so something you did was right. You did it again, period. Okay, there has to be a way. Oh, that's better. The other one's better, at least. That one right there is better.
Stop. You're confusing him. You just
so you're doing something
again just click on it to take it off the screen. No, don't
click on it to take it off the screen because you're doing something right.
Because he had it taken off for a second and then he switched to another banner.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's so sad. I think we've been talking about the stupid banner for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not so prevalent in Black. Yeah, he's saying, okay, but if you could keep trying to take it off, that'd be awesome.
Well, what I think he's doing is he's cycling through different things when all he has to do is click on the one that's on the screen and take it off.
We're both fairly new to StreamYard in general.
It's frustrating to me because I would have taken care of this in 2 seconds.
Yeah, you would have, because you know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay, comment folders. I'm not going to even try again. I could go to more. Let me just go to more private chat layouts.
Let's move on. Please.
Maybe layouts is the way. I don't know.
Can we move on, please?
Yeah, let's just move the fuck on. All right.
Yeah.
So you didn't see her. You didn't see her from the waist. I mean, from the head down, is what you're saying when you first started dating her.
Yeah, well, when she would cam up and when we're talking privately, like on Hangouts and stuff, I would see her from like the neck up,
Yeah,
right? So I
yeah.
never really seen her full body, and even when she was sending me sexual things, it's just like only specific parts of her body that she figures looks good. Like,
Yeah.
when one thing she did was, when these pictures of her looking fat came out, they dug up some old photos of her where she looked fat, and then she would like go into this autobiography. Oh, I was pregnant at the time, or I had been pregnant, and it's like, why are you giving excuses for looking? Just say that you're fat. Who gives a shit, right? Or just say, get a life. What does it matter? You're the
Yeah,
ones
but it's
digging up
obvious
the
that you
pictures of
didn't
me.
care. You loved her,
Right? Or
like you were already in love with her.
mhm. Well, yeah,
So
and
Barbara said
but
that.
but the truth is, if I had known what she really looked like without the filters and the makeup, I wouldn't have hit on her in the first place. That's a fact. I wouldn't have found her attractive
So
enough
you felt
to
kind of
flirt with her.
catfished.
I was catfished. I was catfished. She didn't look like what I was expecting her to look like when I met her at the airport. She was a lot fatter. She did warn me that she had gained some weight because she took some steroid injections. But the truth is, she's always been that fat. There hasn't been a time in her life where she had lost all this weight. It's just bullshit. It's always a different story for why she's fat. Oh, she has all these health problems. She took steroid injections. She had chemo. Chemo doesn't make your arms balloon that big. But
What does
yeah,
make your
so
arms that big? It's not just that, right? I mean, I'm sure she probably does have medical problems. Um,
mhm.
but yeah, the balloon arm, I wonder what causes that.
Chemotherapy doesn't cause weight gain like that. Actually, it's the opposite. Chemo makes you lose weight.
Yeah, well, she had that when she was a child, right? Was having chemotherapy and what have you.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I think
let's
her
move
stories
past
are
the whole
bullshit.
weight thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to believe because she's been telling you lies, so it's hard to
mhm.
believe what when she tells you something that might be true. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
have to be
At
yourself.
this
I
point,
think if
I,
she would
at
have
this point, I
presented
think
herself
everything is bullshit.
as
At this
herself,
point, I think everything is bullshit, right? You
because
know,
you fell in love with her as a person, and so
yeah,
maybe obviously when you met her, you were like you kissed her and you looked past
yeah.
it. You were
Well,
like, okay,
at that point, it
you
wouldn't have
did
mattered to me what she looked like because she was already my girlfriend, and I developed this
exactly.
emotional bond with her. Like we've been supporting each other this whole time, so it didn't matter to me at that point what
Yeah.
she looked like. But when it comes to first approaching her and flirting with her and stuff, I wouldn't have been flirting with her if I knew what she actually looked like. I know that makes me sound shallow and makes me look shallow, like, oh, like, what does this guy want, a supermodel? But no, it's not the case.
No, it's just a man thing. I think men are very visual and women are
Mhm,
more emotional, I think. And but you had an emotional bond with her.
mhm.
And so to get in the door, I think she had to present herself a certain way.
She
And
uses
then you got,
filters and deceptive camera angles, and all the tricks. Like she uses filters to make herself not only look skinnier, but to make her look younger too, because she is an older woman. She's 7 years older than I am.
yeah, she's still, I mean, 45 is a good age. She's not that old, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, she's older than you are.
Well, even for her age, she's actually in pretty shitty shape for her age. She she looks older than what she actually is. Because
Um, yeah, I
because
think it's
like
just
you're
like
because
health
you're around the
issues,
same
maybe.
age, right? How old are you? 45, 46?
I would never tell my age. Are you crazy? I'm around there. Yeah, we're around the same age.
Right. But you
Yeah,
you
but
look to be in much better shape, and yeah, like you've aged a lot more gracefully than she has. She just looks like a physical wreck, you know. And she's
yeah,
got
I think
one
some. Well,
kidney, and she's Well, like at the
I think it's
airport,
all about like,
at the airport, she was all gross and sweaty from walking. Right, that's how overweight she is. She's out of breath and sweaty just from having to walk in an airport. I I actually walked a greater distance than she did because I didn't take any shuttle, to get from where I got off the plane to where I met up with Kimmy and Tia and eventually Fire. She took some kind of shuttle to make the trip shorter, but she was still huffing and puffing and out of breath and all sweaty as she was coming up the escalator. And plus she had blisters all over her feet because of the stupid boots she was wearing. It's like, well, why did you wear those boots if you knew you had to do all this walking in an airport
what
and,
boots
and
was
if
she
they were
wearing?
uncomfortable? Some kind of stilettos, or that's why
She wanted to look good for you. Yeah.
yeah, she wanted to look good for me,
She
so
wore
she
like,
wears this. So she wears this fucking shirt that she must have bought like from when she was in middle school. I mean, come on. She looked really bad. Let's just say the way she was dressed and just the way she was, all sweaty and all. And plus she was on her period as well, so I think that was adding to the gross factor as well. The sweatiness and the
being on your period
oh
sucks.
my
Yeah.
god, Jesus Christ.
Just probably having hot flashes and stuff, but being on your period, you just get all like, ugh.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
thing is
But
about
yeah, so
Jasmine, it
I
seems
saw
like
that video and you guys,
she's always on her fucking period though. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like these things last all month, every month. That she acts like this. She's always out of breath. She's always fucking tired and sore, and she's always complaining about something. And I think it's not.
yeah,
And I don't think it's all her period or whatnot. It just feels like that. But I think her problems come from she's overweight. She's overweight.
it sounds like she's unhappy in her marriage. She
Yeah.
probably uses food as a substitute, to
No.
fill
Let's
that
not
void
use
or
that
whatever.
as
Who knows?
let's not use that as an excuse. Oh, she's unhappy in her marriage, so she uses food as a substitute. That's not it at all. She's always been fat. She was fat before she got fucking married. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's not make any excuses for her. She's
She's a
unhappy.
bitch. Yeah.
She's a big bitch. She's unhappy in her marriage because she's selfish, because she brings nothing to the table. Right? Of course, she complains
Yeah.
about this guy drinking all the time and not doing anything romantically with her. But the thing is, he has more pressure on him. He's got to fucking support her while she sits on her fat ass all day and plays on fucking YouTube, right? And then openly cheats on him. She isn't unhappy in her marriage because of anything Drew did. She got bored and then started looking to other men to fool around with. That's it. Drew didn't do anything to deserve getting cheated on like that, And I think he has every excuse and every right to be drinking. I'd be drinking as heavily as he is if I had to live with her, because I was drinking heavily, even though I wasn't even in the same room as her. I started drinking heavily, dealing with her fucking bullshit. Sometimes I would.
Do you think
I
she
would go
has
to her.
anxiety issues or depression, or do you think there's some
I think
underlying
she's a psychopath.
condition?
I think she's a psychopath. That's what it is. Like this fucking anxiety shit and all that stuff. It's part of her manipulation. The crying in everybody's ear and all the fucking bitching. She's a psychopath. And like I said,
Maybe she's a sociopathic behavior. I don't know.
yeah, she's definitely
I mean,
a
if I was gonna,
sociopath. She's
but
definitely a
then she
sociopath.
cries, so it makes me believe. Does she cry for herself or does she cry for others? That will determine whether she's a sociopath. Sociopaths only cry for
She cries
themselves.
for herself. She cries, like what I've seen is a complete lack of empathy for other people, right? While constantly crying and trying to get people to feel sorry for her all the time.
I know you're gonna disagree with me, but yeah, like Trump. Sociopath.
Right.
That's the one thing we disagree upon, I think, the most.
No, I
Okay,
think
so did she ever talk about moving to Canada to be with you?
yes. We've talked
And
about
you had
marriage.
planned that?
There was nothing set in stone. We were talking about it, right? And I was like talking about possibly proposing to her. But then,
Wow.
that was at a certain point in our relationship. But like after I got home from Ohio, right? And noticed the changes in her behavior, then I started seriously thinking, am I about to make the biggest mistake in my life? Actually considering moving in with this woman or possibly marrying this woman when she's acting this way. She's already displayed several red flags, a lot of them that I should have paid more attention to earlier on because I was noticing things
So
even before I went to Ohio about her behavior, about the way she is, how easily she cries. She cries when she's stressed out, right? And she also takes everything personally, like even something she can't take constructive criticism, she takes that as a personal attack. So it's just like everything with this woman, she's just you know she's just exhausting. That's what it is. It was for a while, it was
she's like a
exhausting.
human vampire.
Yeah,
I know people like that in my
she
life.
is
Just
totally
like,
an energy vampire, right?
yeah, suck the life out
When
of
you
you.
look
Yeah.
through all her messages and I'm complaining about being tired all the time, I'm not sick. I don't have like tuberculosis or some shit, right? The reason why I was tired all the time was because she was draining me of all my energy, dealing with her
Absolutely.
on a daily basis, and being up all night with her, talking with her about fucking drama shit, and then
Psychopaths, yeah.
yeah, check Discord, check Facebook, check your email constantly every fucking day, and it's always something. And having these stupid fucking arguments with her about, no, I don't want to respond to this person. Why should I? Has nothing to do with me. I don't fucking care about this shit. I don't fucking care about Coach Eli. I don't care about this fucking shit you think I should care about. You're the one who fucking cares about this shit, and it's ridiculous. And a lot
And
of
then
the
what would
shit
she
that
say?
she would just argue with me and argue and argue and argue until she thinks she can get her way. And it's like, no, 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 no. No means fucking no. Like
Okay, so Barbara said,
once I say no the first time, that should be the end of the conversation because she told me in the beginning she doesn't like to argue. Well, that was a fucking lie because she argues about every goddamn thing.
wait, so she didn't like Lauren and Brutal Mafia before, but then when you guys broke up, she kind of all of a sudden is friends with them now? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Because she's
Yes.
Barbara saying that
Yes.
crazy.
No, like that whole thing. She's pretending to be his boyfriend. They haven't actually met. They haven't actually hooked up. This is something they concocted to spite me, and it's childish. I don't fucking care. Even if they did hook up, that would just make me laugh. I'm over this bitch. She wants me to still have feelings for her and to still be invested in this relationship. But no, once I figured out that she was actually betraying me and doing all this shit behind my back, you think I still have feelings for her now? Do you think
Yeah,
I
you're
give a
like,
shit
I'm
about her
so over
now?
it.
Right?
Yeah, I
I
get
was
that.
upset. I was really upset like the day of my hearing. Because before that she just rage quit my server, no explanation over something stupid, and was giving me the silent treatment again. And before she did that, I told myself if she ever does this to me again, I don't even care if it's for a good reason. I don't care if it's because I fucked up. But I'm tired of her rage quitting and giving me the silent treatment and leaving me and not talking to me and leaving me wondering what the fuck's going on with her. I don't
Is that
care
what
anymore.
happened near the end? She was just
Yeah.
blowing you off, ghosting you?
We were already broken up, right? But we were still trying to be friends. She came back in my server and she rage quit my server because she put something in my war chest. And I guess she meant it for court, but she put it in my war chest where other people have access to it. So it's fair game. So I put it in a video, and you know,
What was that? What
to
was it?
address something. The video was her showing all her sock accounts, and that's why she freaked the fuck out. She put me in a bad position. I'm going to court against a particular person, and she's responding to this person under a Jigsaw sock account, and he assumed that he was talking to me. So she made this video to explain that the account is not me, that it's her, but because she put it in my war chest, I assumed it was okay to put it in a video and address this shit. And then she freaked the fuck out and said that I threw her to the wolves and blah, blah, blah. While the real reason why she freaked out was because, unbeknownst to me, she was involved with the guy's friends, the guy I'm going to court against, Brutally Lauren, Brutal Mafia, all that. I had no idea that she was still running a gay op on Sarah, while at the same time trying to help Sarah with court, supposedly. Like I said, how is any of this shit helping me? It's not. She put me
Oh
in a
my
bad
God.
position, responding to a guy I'm not supposed to talk to or talk about, and having them think it's me, because she's doing shit with these sock accounts. So what she was really worried about was her new friends finding out that she's been fucking with them under these sock accounts as well. That's what I think. But, we were already broken up before she rage quit my server the last time. We were already done. I initiated the breakup first, and then she posted an unlisted video in the DMs and sent it to me, and I only listened to a bit of it. I skimmed through it. I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking bullshit. I'm not putting up with this one-sided shit. You can't get on the fucking phone and talk to me, but you want to get your side out and just have me subject me to a 30-minute video where you put everything on me. It's like, no, I'm not being abusive. No, I'm not being an asshole. You're the one who's being a fucking bitch and driving me fucking nuts and doing whatever the fuck you like. Damn the consequences for everybody else. Damn the trouble you're causing for everybody else. And in this unlisted video, there's like a subtle threat that she would turn on me, basically, and do something to humiliate me. So I shared that with Barb, and I'm like, Barb, am I imagining this, or is she threatening me in this fucking video here? And then Barb picked up on it, and it's like, yeah, she is. And apparently she's
So
told
you think
others.
she did it on purpose? So you think it was on purpose? Like a setup?
What was the setup?
Do you think that what she did was a setup to make to turn it on you?
You
She
need to
said
clarify what was a setup.
The file, the sock account file, where she blamed you and got mad at you because you were using she was using one of the sock accounts pretending to be you.
No, she wasn't pretending to be me. She was using a Jigsaw account, but the guy she responded to assumed it was me, right? I'm not Jigsaw, but she made a video to explain that she was Jigsaw and showed all her other accounts she uses. So no, that wasn't the setup. But I think her rage quitting the server was a setup. It was just an excuse to, I think, not testify.
Oh my, okay, yeah, that sounds like a setup. So out of nowhere, when she was supposed to testify, she just suddenly just quit the server, and so you were left without a witness.
Yeah, who keeps talking in the background?
I don't know. I know I have my Charlie snoring. That's is that it?
Maybe that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, it was pretty distracting.
Snoring, yeah.
But yeah, anyways. Anyways, she rage quit the server. She was basically my liaison between me and Sarah, and I had no way of contacting Sarah. And honestly, what I didn't know was that she was telling Sarah a bunch of bullshit about me, saying that I was abusive and that she was worried that I was going to come and beat her up, and like saying all this crazy shit. Like, I had no idea all the shit she was talking about me behind my back, making me out to be this abusive boyfriend. I was never abusive to her. And yes, I would get annoyed with her. I would get mad at her, but she like simply getting annoyed with somebody and getting like irritated with somebody being like, holy shit, why do you have to send me all these fucking links? Or like holy shit, like
And you
calm
had quit
down.
YouTube at that time, didn't you? So
Well,
when you
no,
came back,
I kept announcing like after this one last burial, I'm going to retire. Like I never
yeah.
actually retired from YouTube, right? But I did lay off of Jamie. I was laying off the other shit. I was still on YouTube, but I was focused on other things, and I was more, and I was uploading less and doing less live streams, and I was hanging out with French Dose more because I wanted. Basically, I was done with all the bullshit. Fire was off doing her own thing, but because she's doing her thing, she's like dragging me and everybody else into her bullshit constantly. So yeah, I dump her, and then she makes an unlisted video dumping me, and then and within this video, she says what was the threat was I could make you cry if I wanted to,
That's what
right?
she said about you, that she
Yeah,
can make you cry.
in the unlisted video that I shared with Barb, she said I could, because I'm making her cry all the time, right? But she cries over fucking everything, so that's it, that's irrelevant. But she's like, she threatened to deliberately set out to hurt me to the point where I would break down and cry. So then I'm like, well, wait a minute, that sounds like a fucking threat there. What the fuck is that about, right? So I shared that with Barb, and she's like, yeah, she did threaten you. And like, yeah, I've heard her say something like that to me and the other girls, that she could make me cry if she wanted to. Well, guess what? She hasn't made me cry yet. Not throughout all the shit, doxing my mother, talking shit about me in the bedroom, right? Putting me down, saying I'm a loser, talking about my family. She's pissed me off, but she hasn't made me cry. And I think um I'm the one that's been making her cry ever since she attacked me, to be honest. I've been
So
owning
she
her.
made a breakup video on YouTube. She made a breakup video. I
It
didn't
was
know that
unlisted.
either.
It was meant for me only. It was unlisted, right?
Okay.
She sent it through to me through a DM on Discord. So nobody else is supposed to see this, but it was basically a
Mm,
half an hour video of her talking to me, but not talking to me because she doesn't actually want to get on the phone and actually have to put up with me calling her on her shit. Right? She wants
yeah,
to be
exactly.
she wants to have her say
One-sided.
uninterrupted without any challenge to her position. And it's like, no, I'm not fucking having that. I didn't even listen to the whole video because it's like, why didn't I want to listen to half an hour of fucking garbage and Jasmine playing the victim? I did nothing to her. I did not abuse her. All I did, I got mad at her because she started a bunch of shit with Mr. Unknown that started a bunch of shit with me after I told her stay away from that fucking guy, and she went and did it anyways and caused a bunch of fucking problems. And then she blames me for getting attacked on YouTube, when the reality is, no, people aren't just attacking her because she's my girlfriend. People are attacking her because she runs her fucking mouth, because she attacks people, because she plays fucking games with people, and then she doesn't like she can dish it out, but she can't take it, right? She can go on a panel and act like she's a tough bitch, but when she gets a response, she starts crying.
And so did you make a video to her back?
No,
Yeah, so then she started I remember seeing attacks against you, and then you were quiet for a really long time, and then you just out of nowhere you're like, boom, bitch. Like what's up now? That's kind of
yeah,
how I saw it, but I don't know.
I wasn't gonna make a response to an unlisted video. It's just like, I'm done with this bitch. When she rage quit the server, I didn't expect to hear from her again, but I guess because I complained, I didn't actually ask Barb to reach out to Fire and but Barb interpreted it that way, and she did. But what I was complaining about was that she left me like she just left me, hanging. I have no way to contact Sarah, right? I have no way to contact my witnesses, because like everything was like being like done through her, right? Because I wasn't talking to Sarah.
She
Fire
made
Ice
you
Wax.
like stop talking to all your friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, this
So
was
what
how she was
happened with
trying to
that?
control everyone. So, anyways, Barb reached out to Fire, and then Fire sent me this email, basically saying that she still wanted to help me with this case because this guy is such a bad guy, and he's like, he's a real predator, and what he's doing to me and Sarah is BS and needs to be dealt with. So she's like, she opens the email with, though I know I don't want to speak to you ever again, but I'm going to help you, blah, 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 because it's the right thing, blah, blah, blah. You need to do this. We'll coordinate this and blah, blah, blah. And it was like 3 or 4 in the morning when I got this email, and I was drunk. And I was pissed off, and I just wrote back, you got a lot of nerve sending me this email. I don't want to speak to you ever again. And then, she got upset, and then Barb got upset that I did that. I'm like, no, fuck this. Because the first thing she says is she doesn't want to speak to me ever again. It never fucking occurred to her that I'm pissed off, that I don't want to speak to her ever again after what she just did to me.
Yeah, exactly.
You're offering your help, but you gotta fucking open with, I don't want to speak to you ever again. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I can't believe she left you hanging. So, okay, what is up with the court? I know you can't talk about
I
this
can't talk about
time,
it
but
at all. I
the
can't
last
talk about
time
it at
either,
all.
you can't?
No.
So it's still going, it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. Like
And
I've had to tell many other people who keep trying to bring this up and getting me to talk about it on other panels. It's like, no, I really can't fucking talk about it. I could get in trouble.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk about it either. I thought that this was a separate case because I know Sarah had to go to court once, and that's the thing that's been so crazy about YouTube is that people are taking
Because we're
everyone
both
to
going to
court.
court against the same guy. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we can't talk about this on YouTube.
And she was supposed to be your witness, and she totally flaked.
Jasmine was going to be my witness. Jonathan Tuttle was going to be my witness, and Sarah was going to be my witness that day. But after that email I sent her, she apparently went to JT and went to Sarah and said, "Don't trust Shangy. Don't help him. Don't testify for him." And that's what happened. That's why they didn't show up.
Oh my God! See, I didn't know that. I thought she just didn't show up, but I didn't know all 3 of them did not show up.
Yeah, that's what I mean by her tampering with my witnesses, tampering with my case. And she's trying to do that to Sarah right now.
I don't know. To me, that's kind of unforgivable. It's not. It's a case. It's a court case. It's yeah. Wow,
like I
that
said,
is a lot of shit.
She was all up in Kimmy's court case. Like, she's all up in everybody's court cases and stuff and trying to control everything. And then she thinks this shit is a fucking game. And she doesn't seem to understand how court works. And it's like, no, the courts aren't interested in playing 150 fucking YouTube videos in their entirety. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to tell a story without getting into all the needless minutia, right? She thinks all the fucking backstory and she doesn't know how to stick to relevant facts. She doesn't know how to give a synopsis. Like, give me the short version, right? She's always like, "Oh, it's too much for me to type. I need to explain it over the phone." I was like, "No, instead of giving me the fucking hour-long story, give me the short version so that I just have the relevant facts, so I don't have to be bombarded with all this like bullshit." Like, and like when we went to court in Ohio for Kimmy, that's pretty much what the fucking lawyer said too. And I'm like, see, this is what I've been telling you women this whole time. You're all like, clip this,
Yeah.
clip this, clip
Some of
this.
that.
This is for court. This is for court. This is for court. This is for the court. And I'm like, oh my God. No, they're not going to fucking allow all this shit because it's irrelevant. It is. It's all relevant. No, it's not.
Yeah, you gotta sum it up.
No, what do you
Keep it
what do you
simple.
think they're gonna
My
do in
God.
court? We're gonna listen to 500 hours of fucking YouTube videos? You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. You know what bothers me is that even if you did break up and that was it, you both decided that it was over. If she had any love for you at all in any way, she would have still done that. You know what I mean? She would have still went to court to help you. So I don't know. I think that's really sad and pathetic that she would do that and turn the
I
others
don't think
again.
she ever loved me. I think it was all bullshit. I think
You think so? I mean,
I think in the beginning she was attracted to me, had a crush on me or whatever, and that in her mind she thought it was love, right? Because she's a stupid ass bitch that's all up in her feelings all the time. But her feelings aren't fucking reality, right? I think she did the same thing to Drew, and then the reality of living with him, didn't live up to her fantasy, so she just started cutting him off and started cucking him. Like, she's a selfish, fucking deluded bitch. And she thinks she's so hot, but we've seen what she really looks like. She's not hot. She's not attractive. She's got nice eyes. I'll give her that. She's got pretty eyes.
pretty eyes. Really pretty eyes.
Right? And she'd have a nice face if she wasn't so fat. But the truth is, she is fat, she is old, and her personality is even uglier.
Yeah, I never knew her real personality. I mean, she was nice to me when I would come on.
Her personality is that of a deceptive sociopath that's manipulating with everybody and playing fucking games constantly. She feeds off of chaos and drama, and it's nonstop. Even though she's the one that complains about drama, she's the one that perpetuates it the most.
Who else has she cheated with on her husband?
How would I know?
Okay, so you know that she has, but you're not sure. You were with her, but she said that she was in an open marriage, and so for you, that was
like I said, the daughter commented on my video and said she's a serial cheater, so that's how I know that she's cheated on Drew with other men before. But I'm not there. I wouldn't know the personal detail. I wouldn't know anything about any other men she's hooking up with. I wouldn't know.
And she wouldn't have told you. Yeah, she would never have told you that.
No. Because if she did, I'd be like, well, fuck you. I'm dumping you right now. You cheat on your husband with all these other men. Well, like I said, she said she was in an open marriage anyways.
You want to talk to Ostrich? I don't know. He's talking some shit.
No.
Yeah. Is that one of her friends?
No.
Okay. So just some random.
It's just some troll that's been following me around.
You do have people that are obsessed with you.
Yeah.
You get that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you heard of a public platform and freedom of speech? Yeah, go ahead. Say what you got to say.
Mm-hmm.
This is my business. Okay, so there's some interaction going on there.
Is there a guy named Ostrich in the chat?
Yeah.
Block him.
All right. I'm sorry, Ostrich. No, actually, I'm not sorry. You're blocked. All right, he's blocked.
Yeah, like I said, what he's this guy is a.
And Lola, do you know what Lala Thomas?
Block that person too.
Okay.
That's probably the same guy under a different sock account, but
I need to figure out how to give people wrenches on here. You could probably do it.
Can you take that comment off the screen? Look at that. You figured out how to take the banner off. You just click on the comment again and take it off the screen.
Oh shit. Okay. Click on. Okay. An error occurred. Try refreshing page. It doesn't say that. It doesn't put user on timeout. Fucking A, man.
You look at the comments in your StreamYard. You clicked
Mm.
on his comment and put it on the screen there. All you have to do is click on the comment again to take it off the screen.
Yeah, he's gone. He's not on here anymore. All his comments are gone.
You're looking
So,
at the YouTube chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look in StreamYard.
He was blocked. Look in StreamYard.
Yeah, because you
Okay,
put
after this, you're gonna teach me how to use this. You're gonna teach me how to do all of this.
You don't listen, Lauren. Go into StreamYard. Look at the public chat that's in the StreamYard. Right? There's private chat, and then there's comments. Click on the
Okay, there's
comments.
private chat. There's post comments.
Right. So.
Well, I'm in the chat. The chat's going on right here, and he's gone.
Lauren, listen to me, please.
Mm.
Focus. You go
Okay.
into StreamYard. You go into the chat there. There's private chat and there's comments or public chat.
I'm in StreamYard. That's the problem. I'm not on YouTube.
So you go into comments, right? And then you click on the comment that you already have highlighted there. You click on it again to take it off the screen.
Okay, the comment's deleted already. That's the problem. It's still on here though. I don't know why. It's not. It was deleted because I blocked it.
It would still show up on StreamYard because you're able to highlight the comment. You might have to scroll up to the comment that you because you obviously clicked on the comment when it was in StreamYard to put it on the screen.
You burned it, you cried. There are your pictures. First channel. I don't see it anywhere. Do you see it, Barbara? Do you see the comment on here? Because I blocked him.
Barbara doesn't see comments. Your StreamYards. She can only see what's on in the YouTube chat.
Fair enough, doctor. It's weird. I can't find that comment anywhere. I have no idea why. Just ignore it. Yeah, ignore it. I can't find it.
I'm going to have to log in there. Whatever.
Yeah, you're going to have to do that. Let me go to a private chat. Can I go to a private chat with you?
I know exactly what you did, and I've explained to you exactly how to take it off the screen.
But I know, but watch when you come in here.
You get distracted by other shit.
Watch, I'll go to a private chat with you. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm telling you, I can't. I can't do it. I've tried. I looked. So what I have to do is I write to you, and I'll give you the email that I use. I think that's all you need, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to go to that and see if you could. It's on StreamYard.
Private chat? I don't see anything in the private chat here.
I didn't go there. I sent it to your regular instant message on Facebook. My email.
Oh. Okay.
I'm learning something new every single day. I'm going to have to do tutorials, like somebody said. Yeah, I see it too, Barb. Okay. Okay, I see it there too. StreamYard. I don't see it anywhere on here. That's what's so weird. Is that I blocked him and I blocked Lola. And then after that, their comments went away. And so from now on, I'm going to give somebody a wrench. Probably going to have to do that on my laptop. I don't even know what the fuck's going on with my fucking laptop right now. It's not coming up. Don't get discouraged. It is so frustrating. Thank you, Danielle. It is. It's really frustrating. Okay, let me look on my phone for the code. Shit. I wonder if it's going to let me come back on. Okay, where would the code be? It would be in my email.
It would be in your Gmail.
Yeah. So let me go here. Go here. Yeah, here. Okay, so let me come back here.
So this ostrich bird guy, the deal with him is that he's obsessed with like Brian Hurl and the dream team. Like he's over here and it has, he's not here for anything that has anything to do with what we're talking about. He has his own agenda. He's butthurt. I called him out because he was basically mirroring my content, my videos, and then just tagging Brian. He was tagging both Brian Hurl, myself, and Fire Ice Witch, and for videos that had nothing to do with Fire Ice Witch or myself. And then he's just started inserting himself, in the drama between Fire Ice Witch and myself. And now he's all involved with Fire Ice Witch and Brutally Lauren and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like that guy's a fucking nutcase.
So he's just trolling. Yeah, he's just a big troll. And what about Lola? Who was she?
Probably somebody that's with him or him on another account.
Welcome. Okay, so that's still up there. I gave you the code.
Yeah, I'm logging in right now.
Okay, this phone's gonna go down. I have to turn down.
Enter studio.
Thanks, but I never left. I think it was Carrie that left, didn't she? Fire wanted you to choose him. It didn't happen because maybe I matched made her. To choose her over him. Yeah, of course not. Yeah, fuck that. You made the right choice. Okay. Oh,
see how quickly I found the comment and took it off the screen. Like,
yeah, but see how quickly you took the banner and everything.
All I had to do was scroll up and click on the comment and to take it off. Like,
see, on my side, it doesn't show that. Hey, Jerry. My cat. Sorry, talking to my cat. Hey, the Jerry. I don't see it anywhere. It's so weird that I can't see it.
Well,
Watch later. I'll show you.
I just went in there and took it off the screen.
That's the weirdest thing ever. Okay. The title box is gone. Yeah, you did something. So from now on, you're gonna have access to this, so you could fix things that I can't do. But I am gonna do what
every time somebody attempts to log into StreamYard, it's gonna be a new 6-digit code every time, just so you know.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep giving it to you, Dr. Keith. Okay, so she basically fucked you when it came to court really hard. And then that's when you came back at her and you finally started defending yourself.
No,
you said, you know what?
I didn't do anything I was, after that, I was ignoring her. I was, I wasn't addressing her at all. But
you did.
No, yeah, like
you ignored her for a long time.
After she rage quit the server, and after I had my court date, what I was doing was I was doing gaming streams. I was trying to, basically trying to move away from all the bullshit. And
I didn't see you anywhere. I didn't see you anywhere. I thought you were just gone.
Well, then behind the scenes, I started finding out more about what Fire was really up to and what was really going on, right? Brutally Lauren inadvertently outed the fact that there was some unlisted stream that I wasn't supposed to know about, that they thought that I found out about, but I knew nothing about what was going on. I found out that that Barb found out that Fire was like hooked up with Brutally Lauren and Brutal Mafia. And then
who found that out?
Barb found that out. Mm-hmm. And and then right. So I wasn't gonna say anything about Fire or anything about that. But then as I started finding out more shit. I did in one stream. I did mention, all right, pay attention to this channel because you're gonna see that I'm not the one involved in the bullshit. and somebody, and I didn't mention her by name, and I said somebody else is, and you'll see what I mean, right? And eventually, just things started happening on their own, right? And then I just happened to talk privately with Jamie's Corner, and then I said, you know, this is bullshit. She is in bed with Sarah, right? And then that started some bullshit. Because then Fire started DMing me on Discord and basically threatening me with a restraining order. And I said, "You're threatening me with a restraining order to protect your drama secrets? Like, you're fucking insane. You just threatened a guy you shared a bed with." And she's like, "Oh, well, so we fucked a few times last year. So what?" I'm like, "Oh, okay. That's what you felt about the relationship after feeding me a bunch of bullshit for 3 years about how much you love me, you're so loyal to me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, bitch. Fuck you."
Miss Shangy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you guys were like a fake married couple online, Miss Shangy.
Well, you know, I had her come on my panel, call herself Mrs. Shangy, because it was funny.
Mrs. Shangy, yeah, it was
And
funny.
it does trigger people, right?
But you guys really did seem like you were in love. So,
yeah, well, it was an illusion. She's even posted comments like, "Oh, this relationship wasn't what Patrick thought it was." I'm like, "Well, that's not my fault. If I'm being misled about our relationship, it's because you're the one deceiving me." Like I said, no matter which way Fire spins this, she's still the one that looks like the piece of shit in all of this.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, unfortunately,
Like,
she made herself look
if she's
worse.
trying to make it look like that I'm some fucking like naive dope that stupidly caught feelings for somebody that wasn't into me, not my fault.
We were all there, so we all watched it progress. And so
Mhm.
if she looks stupid because it makes her look like no one could trust her really. Because she
Right. Well, especially when she's
was
after the fact, after we've broken up, now she's saying that I sucked in bed and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not what she was telling people on lives like, last year.
I remember that. Yeah, she said some
Well,
things, about you and your big dick and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah. Oh, now it's a micropene.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we all heard her say that it was big and perfect and all this shit. So yeah, she's the one that looks bad, not you.
Oh, and I had so much stamina that I picked her up in my arms and fucked her against the wall. And it was,
She shared intimate videos of you?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know that either.
And people have been putting that in videos and uploading it to YouTube.
Damn, that's fucked up too. That you just don't do that. There's certain things.
Well, yeah,
She's crossed every line.
Yeah, because she did that to me. Because
Hi, Sandra.
Because there was new videos coming out of me, and there were obviously videos that I had given to her. Well, shit that she'd given to me, I emailed them to Sarah, which I shouldn't have done, but she did it to me first, and and then of course Sarah emailed them all to Sharon, which was dumb. But like I said, two wrongs don't make a right.
So Sarah got the videos and she emailed them to Sharon.
She got pictures and video clips, and she emailed them all to Sharon. Like I said,
and
it
then
was
what
dumb.
Did Sharon do with them?
Showed them the Fire.
Typical. That's why I'm not going to even say anything.
It was stupid. It was stupid on both our parts, but I didn't post it publicly anywhere online. I just shared it privately with Sarah, and I was like, okay, if you're going to be sharing my shit with people, game on. Fuck you. Take me to court now.
Yeah, exactly.
Take me to fucking court now. She keeps threatening me with a restraining order, and I said, I'm gonna take her to fucking court and get a restraining order on her, and all the evidence of her CPS calls, the FBI calls, all the threats she's made, the private messages, it's all going to come out in court.
That was cute.
Because, like I said, I gave her plenty of opportunity to walk away. Even before I started responding to her, I said, you got to stop this because there's only so much abuse I'm going to take, and then I'm going to start clapping back. And
you did not say anything. And then out of nowhere, you're like, fuck this, I've had enough. And then you did what you had to do. And nobody blames you for that.
Yeah, well, then I started going over to Sarah's streams because Sarah was kind of figuring things out on her own, and like she's like, I don't think Patrick's actually involved in this. I'm not sure, right? She's just going by the
Mhm.
evidence she has on hand, and then I put out my video basically saying let her burn for her own fucking sins because this wasn't me. This was all her. We had already broken up, and then she rage quit my server. So she's been doing her own thing ever since then. She's been carrying on like all these gay ops behind my back. It's all on her. So then I went onto Sarah's platform to tell my side of the story, especially since she went on Ronaldo's and talked all this trash on me and talked about what we did in the bedroom and stuff. And I was like, oh well, let me explain everything that happened in the bedroom.
Let me go there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll embarrass the both of us, right? Let's talk about how you were bleeding and when I was eating you out. Let's talk about um
My ex was
yeah,
totally into that.
let's talk about how I found her so gross sometimes that I kept losing my heart on, right? Let's talk about how certain things she did would throw me off and make me lose my heart on, like her suddenly wanting to change positions after I just stuck it in and got comfortable. So like we hadn't even like started yet, and she wanted to get on all fours and go, "Now fuck me doggy style." And it's like, well, because she was so fat, I had all this problem trying to stick it in her from behind and get comfortable because it's like there's all this padding in the way, right? So it feels
Yeah.
like it felt like I had to go like right underneath her to find her pussy. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying
I
because
have never been with anyone like that. Hi,
well,
Big Dragon, Black Dragon. Hi.
that's Black Dragon Kabuto.
I hope that's not a troll.
No, that's Barb's friend.
Okay, good.
But
So yeah, so if she's
no,
gonna talk
I
about,
was I was with I wouldn't even I had a one night stand with a fat girl before that was just purely sex, and I had the same problem with trying to screw this girl doggy style, right? Because it was well for one thing, this other girl's pussy was so loose I kept falling out, right? She
usually
just had
after
a
you have
big
kids and what have you, and
yeah
or you like big dildos, who knows? I don't know. But I
yeah
had a friend like that just she
yeah.
couldn't get it big enough, a man big enough.
Well, the problem with fire wasn't that she was loose. The problem was it was just like you know ge- getting under her ass and all the the fat and the padding, and then sticking it in there, and then getting comfortable, right? I don't want to throw my back out while I'm doing her as well, right? And also I want to be able to feel something because it was just
I don't want
uncomfortable
to
for
throw my
me.
back out.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to throw my back out, and and it was really,
Yeah,
and
I get that.
honestly, a lot of the times in the position she wanted to do, I wasn't feeling anything. I wasn't feeling anything, right? I wasn't
Yeah, it's
getting,
about both of you having pleasure.
yeah, I wasn't getting the sensation in my penis that that I would usually get
That you,
jerking off or whatever, or let's be honest, fucking a skinnier woman. Because I didn't have any
yeah,
problems. I didn't have any problems like that when I was having sex with other women, right? I had a great time, right? And I was very comfortable. But it was not only that, it was not only like the body and weight issues and getting comfortable and trying to find the right position that was a problem too. It was also her weird behavior during sex. She would often scream out shit and try, and
yeah,
I think she was
sure.
acting very masculine, which was a turn off. And like
She's being
I was
dominant.
she would try to sound dominant or act dominant, and that's a turn off for me. I'm the dominant one, right? Not her,
Yeah,
and
you're the dom. Yeah,
yeah, so like she would like while I'm eating her out and fingering her, she would yell out shit and her eyes would be popping out of her head and she'd be like, you're making me come. You fucking understand me? Like, I don't find that sexy. I find that, oh my God, if she keeps doing that, I'm going to laugh.
Oh my God. Yeah. So she's dominant in bed, and so are you,
like,
and so you guys are button heads. Like,
yeah.
no.
Well, actually, there was one point where, like, we're in a spooning position, right? Because I felt that was, that was more comfortable for me, right? Having, laying sideways, having her like this, and I'm screwing her like that. And when I started going faster, then she started trying to go faster than me. And because she's so heavy and stuff, like, she was like bending my cock all the way back.
Oh, she almost broke your cock.
Yeah, and it hurt when she did that, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's so I stopped her and I said, I can go faster. Like, don't you worry. If you want me to go that
Yeah, just
fast,
settle down. Settle
so
down.
yeah, well, exactly.
She just had to, yeah, just
Settle
lay
down.
it
It's
down
not
and enjoy
only
it.
this isn't your pink dildo that you ride on, right? That's my cock. It's made of flesh and cartilage and whatever the fuck, right? You know. And when it's hard, it's hard, and it doesn't feel good when it's bent in half like that.
Yeah, that
And,
hurts.
and plus, and then when she
So
bent it like that, she was causing it to fall out too.
yeah. So she was making it sound like you were the bad lover, but it was like just I
Mhm.
don't think you guys were compatible, didn't have that chemistry. But she also
That
is dominant,
that's
so that doesn't help.
that's what it was, and I know that it could have been better for both of us. I know there were some parts where she was disappointed, like when I had that. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we changing positions so fast, right? Because
Yeah.
that made me lose my heart on, because, like I said, it was such a chore to get it in her pussy in the first place, all right? And then it was finally in there, and I was like ready to go, and then she's like, "No, I want to be doggy style." I'm like, "Well, now I have to fucking stop and then do this fucking shit all over again." Oh my God! And it made me lose my heart on. And
Yeah,
and
that's
plus and plus the reason why I had a hard time maintaining an erection was because I didn't find her as attractive as I did before I found out what she really looked like. So that was a struggle. So I'm like, in my head, I'm trying to think of other women, think of women I look at on Instagram and stuff, and that wasn't helping much. I had porn playing at one point when we were having sex. Actually, at one point, I felt guilty because I was looking at the screen more than I was looking at her, and she noticed that and picked up on that, and she basically just gave me permission. She's like, "Yeah, go ahead, watch her get fucked, watch that bitch get fucked." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's good. That put me at ease, because I felt guilty. I thought, I think if a woman noticed that her partner was like distracted by the TV, most women would get pissed. So I felt guilty that I was, looking at the screen to try and maintain arousal rather than looking right at her.
that's unbelievable. Yeah, I don't think from what Dr. Key said, if there's genuine connection, basic sex is brilliant. Yeah, just the basic
Mm-hmm.
sex with the great connection is the best. So I think she was talking shit on you because she knew that maybe the connection wasn't there, and maybe she wasn't as good as with two people have no connection, the sex just sucks. It doesn't even matter which one.
I
So
mean,
I don't think it's
it was mostly bad the first night, and it did get better in the as we did more of it, and
yeah.
found out which positions I was more comfortable with. There was one time when
Yeah,
like the
you have
girls were
to
gone,
kind of
Timmy wasn't
get to know
there,
each other.
Tia wasn't there, and it was just us alone in this in this beautiful apartment, by the way. But we were hanging out in the living room. I was giving her a massage, rubbing her back and stuff, cracking her back for her while she was on the floor. And then I just decided to pull her pants down and fuck her right there on the floor. And I thought that was pretty hot. And I enjoyed
Yeah, I
that.
love Mary Louise. Sorry. If you never
But,
mounted a gorilla, I guess it's something that you just have to practice to get it right.
well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true. I don't know. That's funny.
like I said,
So
I've been to the massage parlors, and I've had experiences where it generally seemed like we were both enjoying it. Not only was I enjoying it, it really seemed like, you know, that the masseuse was enjoying it too, right? And it didn't seem
right,
fake.
you had a connection there.
Yeah, well, it had a lot more fun, and you know, like there's no fucking there's no power struggle there
Struggle.
too. There isn't.
Yeah.
They're not trying to be dominant, and they're not yelling out weird shit during sex, right?
She was yelling out at you. That's so funny to me. What did
Like
she
I
say
said,
again when you were?
when I was eating her out and fingering her, she's like, "You're making me fucking come. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? I am fucking coming."
Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to use that in one of my scripts.
Oh, and yeah, and
No.
another thing she was yelling out right while I was fingering her pussy. She's like, "Oh my god, how did you get so good? How did you get so good?"
That is
But
great.
but she's
I
yelling
love
shit
that.
like that out. She's yelling shit like that out. But apparently I sucked, eh?
I think she was like that on your show too, though. I think before you even met
Mm,
her, I think there was that power struggle on your
mm,
show. And then
mm.
sometimes she would just take over and you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go eat, or you would just leave. So that's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it's either I leave or I embarrass her and embarrass myself by having to tell her to shut up or mute her or kick her backstage. Like there was one incident where I let Ronaldo on the panel, and then I'm trying to say something to him, and she's drowning me out with her scream, and like it's nonstop. It's like it was like literally that bad. So I'd mute her, so I'd try and get a word in, and then she would unmute herself and keep on fucking going. Oh yeah, Ronaldo, you fucking bitch. And it's embarrassing until I finally had to kick her backstage. And then when I kick her backstage, she gets butt hurt, jumps off the panel, and then like starts giving me the silent treatment. It was always something with that bitch.
Yeah, I remember you threatening to mute her. That was after, yeah. Then I just stopped going in there because I wasn't
Mhm.
really into what they were talking about, and you weren't there
Mhm.
anymore. You were like, yeah, I'm out of here. Like,
Yeah, it's
and
not my
so
show
it
anymore.
wasn't, yeah, it wasn't fun anymore because it
It's
wasn't really your
clearly,
show.
it's clearly her rodeo.
Yeah, it became that. It did
Mm,
totally. It was like the
yeah.
Miss Shangy show, Mrs. Shangy show, and then it was like, okay,
Mm.
I'm gonna move on now. But
Yeah, one funny part is while I was doing her in the ass, right? I said something like, "How does this big cock feel in your ass?" And then you know what she shouted out? She goes, "Yeah, I want two in my ass."
wow, so she got vocal during sex.
She is the loudest woman I've ever been with when it comes to sex.
Yeah, that surprises me. Oh,
Like
it actually doesn't. It shouldn't surprise
I've
me.
been with women that moaned kind of loud, and but as far as blurting out
Like
really weird
she
shit,
talks during sex loudly.
yeah,
Yeah,
loud.
that's funny.
Like I said, I'm surprised Tia didn't wake up. Kimmy says she's heard some noises coming from the bedroom. I'm like, you didn't hear all the yelling?
Oh, you're at the hotel with the others. That's right.
No, it
You
wasn't
were
a hotel. It was an Airbnb.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so you guys were at an
Yeah,
Airbnb and
right.
you were going to court and
Yeah.
other people Kimmy was there and who else?
Kimmy and Tia were in their own bedroom, and me and Fire were in our bedroom. And yeah,
Oh fuck. And they
like
didn't
I
hear
said,
anything?
I, but
I bet girl.
Kimmy says she's heard some things, sex noises, and I'm like, well, um, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't
You
hear all
didn't
the
hear the
yelling.
screaming? Her screaming
She's
at me.
literally screaming out weird shit. And also, like, during the night, I was going back and forth taking showers too, and then before going again, right? So
So it was a busy night in your room in the air. I would not want to be the next person to stay there.
We were like going all night well into till well after the sun rose and came up, right? So it would start like early in the evening, go on all through the night and well into the morning, like the 7 or 8 in the morning till we finally pass out for a couple of hours.
Wow. Were you guys getting stoned, drunk, any of that? Was anything involved? Any drugs?
I was a couple of nights. I had wine and I was getting stoned.
Yeah, because that helps. Like, well, keep your dick hard or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. So you guys did have fun together. What turned it was after the fact.
It was when I got home and she just started escalating her drama, her whining, just the emotional bullshit, and I was getting sick of the emotional overload. Like I said, a grown woman at her age, for her to get so emotional constantly and over the stupidest shit, and especially shit on YouTube.
What would she get emotional about?
Oh, people trolling her on YouTube. Or not even anything having to do with her. She would just get emotional about shit that's none of her fucking business, to be quite honest. You know, going all up in other people's shit and trying to get involved in that. Usually, and anything involving Coach Eli. Like, you got to respond to Coach Eli because he's saying this and this. I'm like, I don't give a shit what Coach Eli says. He's not my fucking problem. I don't give a shit.
Why would she care about what Coach Eli was saying so much?
Because I think she was trying to impress Trim Hits and Ronaldo and Brutal Mafia and Brutally Lauren. Like I said, it didn't make any sense to me. Why are you so obsessed with Coach Eli? And then her excuse would be because he had something to do with the swatting of Jensen. Well, I highly doubt that, and there was no evidence that he had anything to do with that. He was definitely talking to Sharon and Sarah and doing some bullshit. Like, Eli was involved in the fucking food shit, sending food to his place.
Oh, the food shit? Yeah, that was just pranks. I don't know. I heard about that too.
Well, this was happening at the same time as the SWAT call, so this was like all one big thing. But as far as I know, Sarah and Eli were just involved in food deliveries, and it was Sharon that made the SWAT call and got her daughter to do that. And another thing she bitched about was like Sharon doing that to her after spending all these money on bunk beds. And I'm like, well, why did you buy a complete stranger bunk beds in the first place, especially when you got your own financial issues right now?
Who bought the bunk? Who Fire did?
Jasmine did. Jasmine bought her the bunk beds. Yeah.
And then she wanted them back. She was mad at Sharon or something. I remember that. I think that was when I bailed. But okay, so Bad Girl wants to know why you guys were streaming when you first met in person, and was that Fire's idea?
No, I think that was my idea. I wanted a chick to come on my show and somebody to bounce off of, and I thought she knew what was going on with the Susie stuff. I wanted her to talk about Susie and Sharon.
No, when you first met, you remember when you first met and you did that little video and you said, "Hey, I'm here." When you went to go to court, it was when you first met her in person, like real life.
Oh,
and was that her idea to go on?
When I was outside the courthouse?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't a live. That was a video.
That was a video. Was that her idea or your idea?
I think there was both our ideas. Like, we were planning on doing some videos while we were there.
Yeah.
And then after Kimmy's court, we went live and celebrated for Kimmy, and I was roasting the shit out of Lichen Theory too, right? And like I said, that was you know,
Debunk
I'm not
that.
gonna blame fire. Oh, fire made me do that, but that was fire influenced me to clap at Jamie because this stuff was coming out about him and GLM, and Trim was involved, and apparently, like in theory, was blackmailing Holly Nash and threatening to put her nudes out there.
Who's Holly? Oh
And
God, again. Oh, Holly's that pretty girl from England, right?
no, that's Holly XO.
Okay.
That's
Is
Holly
she
Article.
still around?
No, she's not still around.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering what happened to her.
Anyways, yeah, I was roasting Like in Theory on that stream, and then she was like, "Don't forget about JB too. He's rebuilding his channel." And I'm like, "Fuck JB. He's not even doing anything to us right now." Right? And I said, "Okay, even if JB, you know, I gotta say something to JB or start something with JB, or his channel's gonna or he's gonna rebuild his channel. He's gonna rebuild his channel no matter what I say. People don't fucking care about what I have to say about JB. Some people will be fucking entertained and get off on the drama of it, but at the end of the day, the people who follow JB don't give a shit that he beat his wife. Don't give a shit that he abused children.
Is he still around?
JB Gunner, yeah.
Yeah. And he still has a following and he still gets paid.
Yeah, he still
like
has his own following. Yeah. Like I said, me making videos isn't going to stop somebody from having a fucking YouTube channel. Like she overestimated how much power I had on YouTube. She thought that I was such a badass troll that people would delete their channels because I roast them so hard. Like, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, you can't. You just need to leave people alone, let them have their thing, and disagree with them. But yeah, you're not going to go around putting energy into taking him down.
Like I said, in the 3 years she's been with me, she still doesn't really get how I do things. Like,
what dead dog?
I don't respond to every little fucking thing. I know when it's like time to back off and like, okay, I've said enough. There's like, what else more can I fucking say?
Yeah, you can't say anything else.
I'm not going to respond to the same person 200 fucking times. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. What about a dead dog? What's going on with that?
JB killed his wife's dog.
Wait, what?
When he forbade Chrissy from going out of state to go see a doctor. So in retaliation, sometime while Chrissy was out seeing this doctor, this dog supposedly fell off the bed and broke its ribs and drowned in a pool of its own blood. But I think JB did something to that, and Chrissy believes that JB deliberately hurt the dog and killed it in retaliation for Chrissy seeking medical help outside of the state.
Oh my God. My heart just broke right now. Yeah, the dog doesn't just fall off a bed and break its. I'm so disgusted. I can't even.
Yeah, like
I was already disgusted.
How high up was this bed? Right? Was this a bed that was on top of Mount Rushmore or what?
He's disgusting. He killed the dog. He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry, I wasn't even talking shit on him before.
I'm more upset about the kid because that kid grew up to be all fucked up and has like legal issues of his own, and I believe wholeheartedly.
His son?
Chrissy's son. It wasn't his son. It was Chrissy's
I'm disgusted
son.
by that. I think that's the biggest thing. Animal abuse in any way, shape, or form disgusts me. And if a man puts his hands on an animal, then he's a piece of shit and should be in jail for that. But he also beat his wife on camera, got his dick sucked on camera, and then stuck that kid's head in a trash can and wouldn't let him come out.
Yeah, I'm more upset.
I don't even know what.
I love animals too, but I'm more upset about the human child that had his head shoved in a garbage can.
Yeah. That alone, that was enough for me to be like, oh, I'm staying away from that channel.
While his mom is supporting it because she doesn't want to get beat too.
But he has people like giving him money and like, hailing. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So what, Shangy? You exposed me for doing all this shit. I'm still making money.
Yeah, like he's all about. Remember, I saw him a few times. I tried to go on there because everybody was going on there at one point, and I thought, what the fuck is the deal with this guy? And he was bragging about all the money that was going in, and I thought, oh, yeah, because So that was it for me. That's all it took, really. That he
Well,
was
when he
just being
found
very
out
cocky
that
and arrogant.
when he found out that the sponsor was paying Lycan Theory more money than him, he actually cried and said, "Jamie, Lycan Theory won."
He won? Is that what he
Yeah,
said?
he's making more money. Yeah, all he cares about is fucking money, right? So to find out that
You
Jamie,
imitate him so well. I love when you do imitations. So you're so funny at them.
some people get turned on by the kick of it. Let's just say I shit the bed. So what?
Oh my God. Yeah, but he had a following for a while, and it was really disturbing that people liked that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so just.
What really pissed me off was the same people that were cheering me on, like, "Go Shangy, you exposed the shit out of JB." The same people were going over to JB's chat and sucking up to him. People like Red Pool Jack and other people I saw in my chat going, "Oh my God, JB's done out here. You've exposed him." And then they're like, "Hey JB, how's it going?" Like you people are fucking scum.
Like, did the door just open? I think Roger's home, so I have to get going. My dog's snoring in the background. Charlie. Everyone knows that he snores on my channel. I should wear earplugs next. I'll wear an ear set next time, so no one could hear that.
Your microphone
Yeah,
will still pick
Char
it up.
Char.
But your microphone will still pick it up.
It would still pick it up, you think?
Yeah.
He's just a really loud snorer. He has a heart condition, a heart murmur.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, I'm not distracted by the snoring.
I'm used to it. That's why when people bring it up, I'm like, wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. It's Charlie snoring. He's a snorer. But he has a heart murmur and he's on medication for it. And I don't know how, honestly, I don't know how much longer he has to live. And it's just every day I'm just grateful. I know. He's my best friend in the whole world. So yeah, it's really, he's going to be 10.
So is there going to be a part 3 to this, or is there more you want to get into?
We're going to have to do part 3 now.
what are we going to have to get into for part 3?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about some things and figure out what we're going to do next.
Right.
I know. It's so hard because he's been with me for so long, there's so much. God, when I almost died a few times and, he's been with me through a lot. So to lose him is going to be absolutely devastating. And we have a new dog, Liza, and so far she doesn't snore. But I know I haven't heard her snoring. She's sleeping right now. But she's like naughty. She's like the naughtiest little dog. But she's so cute. After dark, part 30 tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about what we're going to talk about. It's going on 2 hours. See, I'm not used to doing live streams, but with you, it's easy because we could just talk and talk and talk and talk.
Yeah.
But I've done interviews where I'm like, God, when is this going to end? Like with this top model girl, I was like, oh my God, please let this end soon.
You were bored?
I was bored. I was getting that bad vibe, the negativity coming from her. And I was like, okay, certain people, you're just, oh God, please let this end. And then when it ends, you try to have to act like you're bummed out that it ended. You're like, oh man. Oh. But yeah.
Giving away trade secrets.
Yeah, I'm telling my secrets. Oh, you have a fur baby too. I know. He's my child. Our fur babies are our children. And when they die, it's like you lose a part of yourself.
I'm always amazed when people are more outraged over something happening to an animal than something happening to a human child.
That's where we're at in society. People don't matter as much as their pets. So I keep trying to figure out how to.
That Francis Ford Coppola said about the horse scene in The Godfather, that people were more upset about a horse than all the murders in that movie involving human beings. Yeah. Right? Okay.
That matters.
It's all well and good to see like 100 people get shot in the head, but one fucking horse gets decapitated and everybody's all up in a. It's like, come on, people, it's special effects, right? No actual horse was harmed during the production of The Godfather, but how dare you do, like, You can have like prostitutes getting murdered and gangsters getting shot to pieces all over the place, but one horse gets decapitated and then people are all up in arms.
One horse, and then that's it. That's it. Everybody freaks out. I'm trying to find a picture of my dog. So I don't think that's people don't know. Or you could actually just look on here. Here's like a picture of them right here. I'm old school. See, I don't even know how to put this up. See? And he has his tongue out. He's probably snoring in this picture. He's so cute. Okay. That the horse head was real. Yeah, people probably did. And I think people could trust and depend on their pets more than they could people. And so automatically they're like, okay, fuck the people. What about the horse? You know? So I don't know. All right, so let's wrap it up and we will do a part 3. And we'll get into some other things because we've been focusing on fire. We need to move away from her and focus on things that are more important. You know?
Yeah, you let me know what you want me to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think everyone wanted to know about what happened there. Because we see the video, everyone sees the videos back and forth, but nobody hears your side of it and the real side, how you really feel. Because right now she was just attacking you, and you're like, "Fuck, what am I?" Finally, you're like, "All right, here you go. I'm gonna attack you back. What's up?" So, yeah, people want to know.
And also, she didn't get what she wants. She wanted to poison Susie and Barb and all these people against me, and right? She was telling everybody that I was abusing her, and some people actually was believing it at first, until people started seeing that I was being quiet and she was carrying on, and she was doing everything first. And then people started seeing that, and then started seeing the hypocrisy, and then started like, why is she putting out these fucked up videos threatening people? Right, or telling people to kill themselves. What the hell's wrong with her? So, well,
her true colors came out, and she put it out there herself. Nobody had to do it for her, so she did that to herself. I thought she was a decent person, and I thought how cute you two were together, and I think we all thought that.
So what she intended was to be completely isolated, have no backup, and have like everybody piling on me. But that's not what ended up happening. Now, what ended up happening was people who were my enemies are on my side now because they realize what's been happening, and they realize, hey, we wouldn't have been trolled by Shangy as hard if it wasn't for this fire ice bitch.
Sure. Exactly. So, she was like the impetus that led to all of the harassment and calls and what have you.
Yeah, she was the main toxic influence.
Carrots matter. That's funny. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and I'm gonna
Monday. I'm gonna be busy. So when do you want to do part 3?
Maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's good for me.
Okay. All right. So have a good week. Well, Monday, and I'll talk to you. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
I will talk to you all soon.
Talk to you later, sexy.
Bye-bye.